Well, that's me done. Cabin 10135. You've been very good. I've had a wonderful 2-week cruise on you. Now, they've already just bing-bonged for passengers on deck 10 to go to immigration. So I need to go to Latitudes to do my immigration into Barbados. I'm going to dump my hand luggage in Squid and Anchor, and I'm going to go for breakfast. I'm not being picked up till 12:30. So I've got a good 4.5 hours or so yet. So yeah, let's carry on. You can leave your hand luggage in Squid Anchor, give you a little ticket. Cases, of course, have gone straight to the airport. We left them out last night. They've gone as bonded luggage. Got a rainbow right outside the window here in Barbados this morning. It's unusual, it's coming right down, actually. They say about pots of gold. I think there's buried treasure down there somewhere, diving in the harbour. One last full English breakfast. Got me brew, the bacon, sausage, beans, black pudding, hash brown and mushrooms. Don't bother with eggs, but there's a lot of choice. I was planning on sitting on a sunbed, but we're now on a double rainbow, so yeah, might be eating my breakfast and then I might find a cosy lounge somewhere. What's another brew? So we've got a Danish as well. Rainbow's gone. It's blue sky there, so that's optimistic. Some people are staying in hotels, so you have the purple tag people with their own departure times, and even then they're not going till after lunch and flight times. So actually I think we're one of the earliest off, even just flying, so they show the flight times as well.
And we're back in Barbados. This is the Barbados Cruise Terminal with its little murals of Barbadian life. This is where we arrived at the start of the cruise and got our cruise cards as we came through and got processed onto the ship.
I've got a couple of hours to wait before I go. Well, time for a last look around the ship. The bars aren't open this morning, but all the lounges are, so you can sit around because you have to be out your cabins by 8 o'clock. So obviously they're getting those ready for the new arrivals. But you can sit around. It's actually quite nice. I've just been out of the back of the ship, but I'm thinking of going up on top deck because it's a bit windy, to be honest. Lots of people sat around in the atrium because it is quite warm outside if you don't want covering in sun cream. Shops are closed, of course, because we're in port. Pool bar is still up if you want to drink. So we have all the cans on deck. It's a bit early for me wanting a beer today. I think the snack shack is going to be open. I can smell them cooking there. And it's lovely and sunny, very windy. Barely had time to read my book on this trip, but anyway, I'm going to sit on my sunbed, have a bit of a read. The quiz is about to start, so I might be listening to the trivia. Definitely listening to flags flap. It's very windy up there today.
It was also a good time to think back to all the amazing places I've been to and all the adventures I'd had over the last 2 weeks aboard Marella Voyager, travelling around the Caribbean. And just like that, we were off the ship and boarding our buses to the airport.
Okay, so I made it to the airport. Took about 40 minutes. Traffic was a bit slow, but that was alright. The buses aren't particularly comfortable. You end up quite small buses, so you crowded on with your hand luggage and stuff like that. Went through security. Because we already had our boarding passes delivered to our cabins, we didn't have to mess with that. Our luggage is bonded, so we don't even have to worry about suitcases. So you just come to the airport with your boarding pass and get your bag scanned, and that's it. So except for if you're a blogger and you leave your microphones in your pocket and they beep, you get scanned really well. So I'm not going to complain about security. So there you go. So yeah, so I'm at the airport now. It's 1:20. We don't fly until 4, I think it is, 3:30, something like that. Let's check that one, I suppose. I haven't seen any screens yet, the flights on, so don't have another bit of a wander now. But anyway, check-in really dead easy. Marella, very, very organised. I've seen us off the ship, onto the buses. Everything's timed really nicely. They're the ones that have provided all the bonded luggage and all the boarding passes and everything. They checked us all in. So yeah, dead easy. So there are a few shops here. I can see the food court just over in the corner there. But then I've just spotted a seating area with arrivals and departure boards. So let's have a look at that. So we're on Tom £1 to Manchester, and we are on time, which is good. It's an 8-hour or so flight, I think, although it works out as 12 when you get your 4-hour bonus hours back, so don't arrive till first thing in the morning.
I actually had my lunch on the ship before I left, but if you want food at the airport, there's quite a few different options to choose from.
Cheerio, Barbados. A big, massive queue for our plane. Time to go home. We're going on a Dreamliner again. It's been a little bit chaotic as this. They've just piled everyone on a bus. We're all stood on the thing. They could have probably done it a little bit more organised by seats. You wouldn't believe he was chucking it down and we had rainbows this morning, would you? Get little blankets and bottles of water on this one.
The economy section of the plane that I was in had seats in a 3-3-3 formation. We also had plenty of choices of entertainment. Personally, I tend to go for the movies, but it's fun to play a game or listen to some music when you've got an 8-hour flight ahead of you. I got quite lucky because one of the seats next to me was broken, so the couple moved to a different part of the plane, which freed up the windows for me, and I got all the space to myself as well.
Watching a film. They've just come round with complimentary beers. I've actually got 2. So it's about 5:30. We've been flying for a couple of hours. Now they've come round to dinner. Well, it's like a roast dinner, and there's roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, carrots, there's a bit of veg and, well, it might be chicken actually, bread roll, butter, cheese and biscuits, and a little chocolate thing with a blob of cream. This is very, very nice. Oh, I like the look of this. It smells good as well. Wine service too, so I'm having a glass of red. It's dark outside, and actually we don't land till 3:30 in the morning, so I'm not going to see any sunrises from the plane because we're flying into the night. So we've got about an hour and a half to go. They've woken us up for breakfast. yogurt, you've got a muffin, orange juice, cereal time. It's not quite as exciting as breakfast as the afternoon tea you get flying out, but it'll do. Back to Manchester. It's freezing cold. We're on a bus.
And with that, I was back to reality at the end of another fantastic adventure.